4. I'll be reading verses 15 and 16, and I'm reading out of the King James Version. The land of Zebulun and the land of, how do you say it? Naphtali. By way of the sea, beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. The people which sat in darkness saw great light. And to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up. May the Lord bless the reading of His word.
I don't know if you've ever faced anything like this. Anyone here ever went through World War, I shouldn't say one, there's not enough.
Korea, probably.
World War II? Was anyone in the service and ever faced a minefield? Okay, we got one or two. That's a scary thing, to try to cross a minefield. The particular picture I have up there is a current day minefield. That minefield is just outside of the Gaza Strip, if you want a reference. And it is still very active to this very day. As you can see, the Hebrew and the Arabic, plus the English on that sign there. But suppose you had to get across a minefield. How would you do it?
Very careful.
One step at a time.
Get a minesweeper.
Well, yeah. If you had a modern-day minesweeper, those big machines that have the chains in front of them and so forth. Now you can't use the machine. You've got to get across on your own. In this day and age, how would you do it?
Follow you.
Yeah. I think that would not be a good idea.
You walk gently.
Here's how they do it today.
Oh no, there was a dog.
And despite all the technology that has been invested in finding mines, and they do have some very sophisticated technology, but guess what one of their most reliable ways to get across a minefield today is? That picture happens to be on what is called the West Bank of the Jordan, and that's the way you get across a minefield today. They have trained dogs, and especially German Shepherds, they have trained them to be able to smell a mine underneath the ground, which is just, technologically, we haven't invented anything that good, and yet they rely upon an animal to do that. So, if you're going to get across this minefield, whose steps do you want to follow? You want to follow this guy's steps, you know? And he will tell you, put your foot exactly where I put my feet, follow me, and we'll get across this minefield. We have been looking at Matthew, and we've been studying based upon Matthew 10:25, in which Matthew repeats Christ's words, "It is enough for the disciple that he become like his teacher." And so we've been studying, and will through February, study what it means to be like Jesus. Jesus says, if you follow me, you're going to be like me. And we have a lot of people supposedly following Christ today because they call themselves what? Christians. Calling yourself a Christian, does that mean you're following Christ? Interesting question. Jesus says, if you're following me, you're going to become like me. Now, some have a hard time understanding this teaching. Some Christians do. Just this week, I heard this comment. And here's the comment I heard. That person gives the message I have the truth, but don't ask me to let the truth influence my behavior. I have the truth, but it will not influence my behavior. That happened just this week. A comment that someone made to me about someone else's Christianity. We, Seventh-day Adventists, we pride ourselves on what? Having the truth. I am challenging you to that statement and that belief, not because I have said anything, but we're looking at what Jesus said. And we're looking at what Matthew said by choosing the words out of many, what it means to be like Jesus. And so, as I shared with you last Sabbath, I want to continually keep this in your mindset. Let us not only tell others about Jesus, but let us be Jesus to others. What do you say? And folks, we all, including this person up here, we need to grow on that one. We really do. We pride ourselves in having the truth. And we pride ourselves as we tell other people. We look at all of the Bible. The Bible itself is meant to introduce you to who? It's a vehicle to introduce you to Jesus. Both Old and New Testament. And so, what have we learned so far in our study? We've learned that to be like Jesus means to engage the world's pain and suffering. When we did that study, we illustrated it through some modern-day examples of people who are like Jesus and people who do engage the world's pain and suffering. We have some of that ministry going on with individuals right here in our church who go out and engage and help without publicity. Without publicity. We have some people in our congregations that have dedicated their entire lives to engaging the less fortunate. And one of our examples that I shared with you was Paul Ock. That's a pretty good example, isn't it? Of dedicating your life to those who are less fortunate. Not because of anything that is of gain to Paul, because financially he has relinquished quite a lot, but he is engaging. That's what it means to be like Jesus. Actually